Hello, this is Math 2270 coming to you from the College of DuPage for the fall of 2020. And the topic of this video is First Assessment, the Calculus Review. This is one instrument that will serve several objectives for us. First of all, the Calculus Review is a required curriculum element. This is listed in our active course file. It gives the student a sense of how deep the water might be and allows them to refresh their calculus skills. And from a grading point of view, you remember that our grade is a third, a third, a third. A third of it is the midterm exam. A third of it is the comprehensive and mandatory final exam. And a third of it is an other score that will be normalized to be equal to the other two. Well, this is going to be something that will fall into that other bucket of points. And this will be 100 points that will be going into this other grade bucket. It also is useful because it exposes students to net course mechanisms as we'll use them. One thing is it introduces the idea of take-home protocols. That means you can get help on the problem, but the work should be your own that you put on the piece of paper. It's all about learning and reviewing. It gives you an opportunity to learn firsthand of the significant support resources available. The Learning Commons, the dedicated math assistant, the guided study groups, and even my office hours. And it gives you an opportunity to practice using the limited technology mindset that is part of this course. We will not be using Wolfram Alpha for exams and things like that, so you really do need to know how to do these integrals. Also, it exposes students another net course mechanism is we don't meet face-to-face. So how do we exchange work? Well, I'm using Blackboard for this, and so what you're going to be practicing with this is submitting legible single PDFs of your entire work for 50 points to Blackboard. And you don't have to use Microsoft Lens, but if you're going to get a single legible PDF, you might as well use this kind of free software to do that. What I'm telling you here is if you submit it some other way by sending me junk to my COD email, I won't acknowledge it because you didn't submit things the way I'm asking you to. So this is important. All of the questions will be reviewed. But we often, in this course, will have an answer sheet. And so I'm going to also do that with this assessment. And so there will be an answer sheet established as a Blackboard assessment. And there will not be all the problems, but some of the problems will be here for you to provide answers. Now, putting your answers into Blackboard will provide a bit of formatting challenge, and you will want to learn how to do that. This gives you an opportunity to practice that. And these answers will fundamentally be right or wrong, and this is the balance of the 50 points. The right or wrong answers on the problems that I choose to ask you to do here. And there will be deadline. This is going to happen on August 31st, and I will give you a 24-hour window for submission. So even if you're working, once you've done this work, you go and do this, and maybe you practice a little bit beforehand about how to do this. So it's August 31st, a 24-hour window for submission, and I will provide you more detailed instructions later, so stay tuned on that. But you can begin working on the Calculus Review immediately. This is how it begins. It's called the Math 2270 Calculus Review, and it says take-home protocols apply. That means you can get help, but the work has to be your own. and this is clearly indicate your final answers and show sufficient work to justify your answers. And this PDF containing all of these problems is immediately available in the Blackboard Syllabus tab as a PDF. I think there's something like 50-something problems, and so it might take you a while, so you want to get started on this soon. In closing, now more than ever, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. And now, more than ever, take care of yourself and of each other. God bless you all.